What's going on, guys? It's Kyle here, and today we're going to talk about 5 routines and habits of highly successful people. I've got a list here of the habits and routines that I'm trying to implement in my life, and hopefully maybe you can take something away from this and you can implement it in your life as well. Alright guys, so naturally, to start your day on a good foot, we're going to start in the morning. And the first thing we're going to talk about is this little devil right here, our cell phone. So these things are an absolute fantastic piece of technology that can be both good and bad depending upon how you use it. I love this quote here. Actually, I forget who said this, but it's smartphones make a good servant but a bad master. So in other words, man, these things can be so awesome. We can reach out to people, we can make payments online, we can take pictures and videos. There's so many great ways you can use your phone to make money and become more productive. However, if you become a servant to them and it becomes your master, it's going to control you. Every time you get a notification, you're going to run straight to the notification. Then you're going to end up scrolling through more emails or more pictures on Instagram or whatever it is. So we got to be very careful about this. And that's why number one rule for me is don't check my phone in the morning. Now, I'm absolutely horrible at this, and I'm just trying to implement this in my life, but I don't want to check my phone first thing when I get up. There's a lot of reasons for this. When you wake up, you're nice and calm and collected. The last thing you want to do is look at your notifications and realize, oh no, we've got a problem with whatever it is, or you see an email or a text that, sends your mind spinning. You want to wake up and be cool, calm, and collected and be able to really start to prioritize your day and really get started on the right foot. If you wake up, your alarm clock goes off and you immediately check your phone and you see, this huge to-do list that you have to do, or maybe you see a message from your boss that's, really sends you into an anxiety pattern, that's really going to set the day off on the wrong foot. So, it's better if you can just avoid looking at your phone until later in the morning and after you get through your whole morning routine. And you're really going to set your day up, for a lot more perfection than if you're immediately like, oh no, I've got to do this and this and, oh, what about that? Or maybe you're scrolling on the news and you see something that's depressing, which is pretty much all of the news these days. It really just doesn't prime your mind for, a good day. So, put the phone away, keep it on airplane mode, or just don't even look at it for at least maybe the first hour of your day. Okay, number 2, this is a really important one to me, and that is water. So every morning when you wake up, your body is going to be dehydrated. You've slept maybe 6 to 8 hours and your body has been, processing and doing its thing. What you really need to do when you wake up is chug a glass full of water. I'm sure that there's a ton of research out there that tells you how much that you should be drinking, especially if you are a larger person versus a smaller person. So figure out how much you need. Typically, I try to drink at least 1 glass of water when I wake up. It really gets my digestive system moving. It gets my body more awake and more primed for the day. And I think there's a lot of research that goes in behind that of why you should start that versus going and grabbing a cup of coffee right away. That's just going to immediately wire you and spike you up. So start with water, maybe take some vitamins with that. Do your own research, but I highly suggest the water. It's a really good idea. One more thing about the water I just want to add, it's a lot easier to track your water if you put it in something like a gallon jug, and then you're going to be able to visibly see how much water you've drank or maybe how much you need to drink. Maybe you don't need a full gallon of water, so just make a line on it, so how much water you want to drink, and maybe even write on the jug, like by 11 o'clock I need to drink down to this line, 5 o'clock this line. Recently I've been drinking a gallon of water a day, and it has helped so much with just keeping my energy levels more like this, rather, my energy levels going like this, which is, how it used to be. I didn't drink near enough water in the past, and I can tell a huge difference now that I'm really staying hydrated. Number 3, guys, and this is meditation or, some sort of ritual in the morning to get you going. Again, mornings are so important. It really primes your day. I don't care if you wake up at 4 o'clock or you wake up at 8 or 9 o'clock. It's still the same thing. You wake up and you need to have some sort of morning routine and ritual, something that you can calmly get started in your day. You can really plan out your day and get focused. Now, if you guys haven't watched my morning routine video, I'll try to link it in this video somewhere, maybe down in the show notes. But I highly recommend you go watch that. It's a detailed explanation of what I do in the morning, how I really get started, what I do in my, specifically how am I doing my meditation, my affirmations, my journaling, my goal setting. This is by far, hands down, the most important part of my day because it really just gets my mind right. I'm focused. I know what I'm supposed to do. So I highly recommend you guys watch that video after you finish this one. Now you can do your own research, but if you look it up, you can find that meditation and goal setting and thinking about your day, visualizing your day, there's so much research that's gone into this. I implement a process called the Miracle Morning. There's an acronym. It's called the SAVERS: silence, affirmation, visualize, I exercise, I read, and I scribe. You guys can go look that up again. It's in my other video, but there's so much research that goes into, sitting calmly before the craziness of the day starts, visualizing your day. Maybe you're telling yourself, that you're gonna, take on the day. You're gonna really plow through all the challenges. You're not gonna become, stressed and anxious. There's so many things about starting your day out like that really helps. And it's really going to increase your energy level throughout the day and also your focus. Again, let's go back to the scenario of you wake up in the morning, immediately look at your phone. Oh my word, I can't believe I forgot this appointment, or oh no, I didn't send my boss whatever he needed done. And you're going to hop up out of bed. You're going to be stressed. You're going to be anxious. The flip side of that is you wake up, you don't look at your phone, you drink your glass of water, you come out to your couch, you sit down, you think, you pray, you plan out your day, you goal set, whatever you do. Take it nice and slow instead of just, full 100 miles an hour right away. Okay, so number 4 is exercise. You guys can fit this in whenever you need to. My big, thing that I like to harp on is do it in the morning. You're gonna have less distractions. It seems like the days that I'm like, oh, I'll work out, later in the day, something always comes up and it's so much harder to get yourself to go to the gym. So wake up early, head to the gym, as soon as you can. Whether it's before or after your other morning routines, that's totally up to you. Guys, just play around with it. But I guarantee you're gonna feel so much better once you actually get to the gym, you exercise, you get the blood flowing, it's still early in the morning, so you're not quite awake yet, but after you exercise, you're gonna feel so much better. And there's a lot of studies out there, just Google it, that will, talk about how, when you get up and you get your blood, flowing, your muscles moving, your energy is gonna also, last a lot more throughout the day. Your attention span is going to be so much better. So just do your own research, guys, but I highly, highly recommend, it doesn't have to be crazy. You don't have to be deadlifting 300 pounds. Go for a 20-minute walk, go for a little jog, ride your bike, go lift some weights, whatever it is, just get out there and exercise. Okay guys, the 5th one I'm gonna talk about is eating healthy. Now, if you wake up immediately and maybe you go through the whole routine already, you're on a really good start, but then you go and grab, I don't know, maybe a donut for breakfast. Maybe instantly it's gonna spike up your energy and you're gonna feel great, but I guarantee you in an hour or two, you're just gonna crash. I think it's so important to have, a well-balanced breakfast. A lot of times when I first wake up, my wife and I we first eat like an apple and peanut butter with our water, and then we drink our coffee. I didn't mention coffee yet. Coffee is a huge part of my morning as well. So after I chug my water, my wife and I, we make our coffee, we come out here, and that's when I get into my, meditation or, my, reading, goal setting and all that, where I'm sitting here and planning out my day. And one thing I didn't really talk about with, sitting out here in the morning, planning my day, I also like to read a little bit. I've been trying to read 10 pages a day, and it's been great. It helps me focus. It helps me maintain, just my thought process throughout the day. I get so used to just checking my phone all the time or getting that instant gratification. And sitting here and, just calmly reading a book and thinking about what you're reading, it's really going to start to help your attention span last a lot longer. But back to eating healthy, I think that, again, if you're eating that donut in the morning, you're gonna feel horrible. You need to have some sort of meal that's going to, last you at least a few hours, that's really going to keep your energy level, the same. My wife and I, we go to the gym in the morning, so we like to, really have a good meal in us. Actually, but we have our apple and our peanut butter and our water and our coffee before the gym, and then, after we get home, we shower up, we get ready for the day, and that's when we have our, bigger meal that's really going to sustain us until lunch. So me personally, I like to eat about 3 eggs, but first I'll chop up some, some sort of meat, throw it in a pan, crack my eggs over that. So I'll have 3 eggs. Again, I've already had an apple. Sometimes I'll have like carrots or something like that. But I like a lot of protein in my diet. It really helps me maintain my energy levels. So you guys can experiment. I know there's a lot of people who have different opinions on diet. That's not what it's about. Just do something that's healthy, that's going to maintain your energy levels throughout the day, and you're going to be so much better off. Alright guys, well I appreciate you guys watching this video, and as always, if you don't mind, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to start putting out a lot more content and try to put better content out. I realize that I'm very bad at video editing, and also my camera and film shots aren't the best. However, I'm trying to do what I can. I absolutely love putting out content, so if you guys appreciate it, let me know. Also, if you guys have video recommendations, go ahead and drop it in the comments section below. I love to hear you guys' input, what you guys want to know about me, and just any comment that you have. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll talk to you in the next one.